So I'm here with the Middle Beast, and this week we've been talking about truth. What is truth?
Truth is something that you can rely on.
Now, why is the truth important?
So you have a good reputation.
But what happens if people lie all the time and say things that they don't know are true?
Then rumors could go around.
And why are rumors bad?
Because sometimes they aren't true.
And if we're saying things that aren't true, why is that a problem? Like, why does it really matter at the end of the day that what we say is true and not false?
So people later on, they'll think or they'll know that we're telling the truth, and they won't be like, you're lying.
So reputation matters, is what you're saying. So if we don't tell the truth again and again and again, what happens to our reputation?
It gets worse.
And so people will think that you're a liar, right? Mm-hmm. And they will say, when the Middle Beast says something, it's not true. And, you know, it begs the question of, how do we know what is true and what's not true?
Because you gotta, find it.
Find it. So if somebody says something, how do you know whether they're telling the truth or not?
Because of their reputation.
Sure, that's part of it, that if they have a reputation for honesty and they say something, then it's true. But what if you read something? How do you know that's true?
You go to the person that wrote the book, and then you ask them, is this true?
Sure, you can go to the original source and try to find that information. But what if you see something on the internet and you're like, that sounds interesting, but you don't know whether it's true or not? Should you pass that along and tell people that it's true?
No.
Why not?
Because you don't know if it's true or not.
So is it better to share something because it's interesting, or is it better to share something because it's true?
It's better to share something because it's true.
And even if something's true, if it doesn't help anybody or doesn't provide new information, is it really important to share it?
No.
So it's okay to not give your opinion when you don't know, right?
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
So do you remember Mr. Prim?
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Prim said something that was really interesting. He would say, I can't say if I don't know. Should you say if you don't know?
No.
Should you just guess?
No.
Would you do that in school?
No.
Good. There's a little bit of a pause there. So if we're not saying when we don't know, and if we don't know something and we want to know something, what should we do about it?
Ask.
Who do you ask?
My mom and dad.
Or who's somebody else you could ask?
God.
God is a good option. Who else should you ask if you want to know the truth? You go to their classes.
Oh yeah, your teacher.
Yeah. And so it's okay to ask if you want to know if something's true or not. And that way you make sure that you're passing along information that lifts people up and is true. Is there anything else that you can think of that we need to know or talk about when it comes to the truth?
Mm-mm.
Can you trust your parents?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they usually tell the truth.
And it's proven over time, right? So when we tell you something's going to happen, we do our best to make sure that that's true. Mm-hmm. And so when that happens a bunch, you start thinking, hey, your parents are telling you the truth.
Yeah.
You're pretty great. Any other questions or comments?
No.
No what?
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.